So I'm working out in my garden, and the chickens are making a racket. You can hear. And I just decided to make a little video. I very much spur of the moment decided to install a fence around my front garden, which is nowhere near complete. We're in the middle of doing it right now. There's going to be a lot more to it. But I did this because the chickens were driving me crazy. They were driving me absolutely insane. I love free-ranging chickens for a lot of reasons. But there are also times that it's just, makes me crazy. This, if you can see, this is one of my lovely lady's mantles. This is one of my favorite plants. And if you can see, all of the roots are no longer in the ground because chickens were digging it up. Oh, this is lovely. I didn't clean up at all for this. Children flying paper airplanes in the garden. I just picked up my camera and thought, hey, I'm going to make a little movie. Here is my irises. Look at how attached to the ground that is. Lovely. Look at this. From everybody digging. The astlebee over here. I have 3 of them. I don't know if you can tell from that angle, but these 2 are about 3 times the size of that one, because the chickens like to lay on that one. All of my shallow-rooted plants just stopped coming back. And I was just so frustrated. And I really need a peaceful space to grow my flowers. Have a little sanctuary, and I just decided, that's it, I'm putting up a fence, even though I don't even really want a fence up here, but I need a space, so that's what we're doing, and hopefully it works out. But a little bit of the tour of the garden here. Here's another chicken casualty. This is my one tulip that's a bit over at this point, but it was in a clump of probably 8. But of course the first green things out of the ground get dug up and shredded, and everything got shredded. Can you see my bracelet? One of my daughters made that for me today. That's why I have a funny yarn bracelet on. But this is the garden. These are my sweet violets. Just wild violets that I transplanted, and they're past their prime. They were gorgeous earlier in the week though. And this, my little 5-year-old Serafina picked this out of the garden center, and it's rather bright for my taste, but hey, makes her happy. That's fine. And then over here she picked up this one too. I just put these in the ground, which was asking for trouble because the chickens can still get through in some places. But this is a begonia that she picked out, and I actually quite like this one. I think it kind of has an apple blossom coloring. Like the backs of the petals are one color and the fronts are another. And I like the yellow in the center. I think that's really pretty and delicate. Another chicken casualty. My lily. Oh, they took the whole top off of it. So many things have been lost. But the peonies are still doing well. They'll be blooming soon. This is the end of May. And here in New England, spring is slow to start. We just got, our tulips just started blooming. Our daffodils just started blooming. I guess they're kind of towards the end, this early tulip, but my tulips in the back just started blooming. This arbor is new this spring. Really pretty. I had one here that my son had built for me, and it was there for years. Rustic one out of logs, but a windstorm kind of did it in over the winter, and we decided to replace it with a metal one. It was a part birthday, part Mother's Day present. And it has clematis growing up on both sides. They've been trimmed back, so you can't really see them yet. And this rose came from my neighbor's house. She gave me a little bit of one, and it's just been thrilled, as opposed to all of my other roses, which have a tendency to die. Yep, so this is the garden. This is where we're at. When we moved in, that smoke bush, which hasn't shown any signs of life yet, but is always the last thing to get leaves, was here. And the astilbes were here. And that was it. Everything else 7 years ago did not exist. And we've been slowly adding to it. You can see it's wood season too. We've got lots of wood we're putting up. We heat the whole house with the wood. So it's a lot of work. There's a lot to be done there. And you can see the chickens walking around in bits of fencing because this is under construction as I speak. I'm just taking a break. This bed was also built for me by my son, my 19-year-old son Ian. Built this bed out of stone for me, and we just managed to get it filled up. So I'm only just starting to plant in it. It's a really new space. And then back here, I have, let's see if they'll adjust to the light, a flopping down climbing hydrangea that I need to help a little, I think, but I'm really glad it's starting to take off despite having been dug up numerous times by the chickens. Many, many times. I actually put rocks around its roots to try to keep it in the ground. And as you can probably see, there's a lot of bugs. We have so many bugs. Like, people don't understand the number of bugs we have. And all these stones here came out of a different section and are going to be used to build more beds and stones and stone stairs and paths and things like that in the future. But not yet. And in the meantime, I should probably get them out of the main entrance into the garden. There'll be a gate back there once we finish the fence. It was, yeah, like I said, the beginning of this week said, that's it, I'm putting up a fence. And my son took the week off to help me. And this is as far as we've gotten, but I'm hoping by the end it's going to look pretty nice. It's going to be fancier than this. We'll see. Alright, so that's my garden right now. This is my garden in the end of May. And in a couple of weeks it'll be amazingly full of things. There'll be lots and lots of peonies. And probably lots and lots of weeds, because that's kind of the way it goes. I guess that's all. Bye.